Impressions is like people that have an ear for music. Tone, inflection, rhythm, cadence, and everybody's voice is a note. So like, you think about Shaq. Shaq is breathy and bassy. As long as I score 28-10, I'm going to dominate. If I score 28-10, that's barbecue chicken. Inside, outside, you got to score 28-10.
You did the eyes and everything.
Yeah, so Shaq is real, it's Hov, Jayz, hey, bite, Hov is, that register, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just honing in on people's tones and inflections.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
I want to take you back to Mad TV for a second. Like, when you were doing those episodes, did you feel the competitiveness with SNL? Did you even feel that? Or you were just focused on the, you know what I mean? Because everybody from the outside looking in, they were like, this is a competition.
Listen, the younger generation, like I'll have people come up to me at my shows and go, man, I grew up on you. Which makes me feel old, but that means when they were kids, we were their show. Their parents belonged to SNL. Mm-hmm. But the reality is, no matter how many people said, and even people that watch SNL would go, man, y'all are so much funnier than them. Yeah, but you know what? The reality is SNL is the NFL, and we're the CFL. Mm-hmm. You can't compete with the big boys. They was the bully on the block. They were so big, if they did a skit, and they wanted to mock a McDonald's, do a skit about McDonald's, they actually had the means to use McDonald's, the logo, the arch. Right. They could say McDonald's. Wow. We would have to go McDonald's. We have to use an N.
Right.
So they
McDowell's.
Or some shit like that. Yeah. So as much as we enjoyed the compliment, and we knew we were funnier than for like a good 6-year stretch, we were beating them in terms of Emmy noms and all that. But that's for you to even say that's big for you to even say that though. Yeah. And I'm just staying on that for a second. 198 episodes is what they're saying that you appeared in. Mm-hmm. You played a major part in that. Like when people look back in history and they look at that, it ain't gonna just go away. And I can't believe that you hadn't been in more stuff. And Living Color, was that in the midst of that or after that? We were after that.
Yeah, I was after that. Yeah. So all this stuff is, you know what I mean? These are things where really I feel like you test in the water a lot of times, like doing things that had never been done before, right?
Yeah. I mean, and also, that golden era of the 90s before all this wokeness and political correctness and this moisture age we live in, we could get away with we got away with shit that you couldn't get away with today.
That's right.
You just couldn't get away with today. So we were like uncut cocaine. We was pure. Hadn't been stepped on, mixed, nothing. Now today everything is diluted.
Yeah.
But okay, so when I was doing another research, I know that you are, I want to say, almost the king at imitating other people's voices and stuff like that. Out of all the people that you do, who was the most difficult for you to really try to imitate?
For a long time, and I've always been a huge fan, still am to this day, of one of my favorite TV shows of all time, Sopranos. So I would always watch, and I would want to do a James Gandolfini, Tony Soprano, and I could never get it. But then one day I was watching this dude who was on America's Got Talent, and he was constantly posting him either doing Paulie Gualtieri from The Sopranos or James Gandolfini. And I'm watching, and one day I got it. I honed in to what he was doing. And when I caught the note, I ended up doing it. And after practicing it for a little bit, I ended up doing it better than him.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Wow. When he talks, I'm talking about my sister Jadish. Uncle Judah, Johnny Shaq. So I was, it's the ish. So when I would hear the ish, I started just practicing the ish. And next thing you know, it's like, all the guys are going down to the bottom egg with Aries to get the fuck about a guy with the good gravy and the money in the bosh. So and then once I and that made me get it. So yeah, I was proud to get that one because I was such a fan and I wanted to do it.
How long did it take you to get it?
About a couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
Of just
and
practicing.
That was the longest?
He good.
Really?
He good.
So you get them like that when you try.
That Jayz one, the one I like.
That, impressions is like people that have an ear for music. Tone, inflection, rhythm, cadence, and everybody's voice is a note. So like, you know, you think about Shaq. Shaq is breathy and bassy. As long as I score 28-10, I'm going to dominate. If I score 28-10, that's barbecue chicken. Inside, outside, you got to score 28-10.
You did the eyes and everything.
Yeah, so Shaq is real, you know, it's Hova Jayz, hey, bite, no. Hova's, you know, that register, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just honing in on people's tones and inflections.
But accent, so can you do a Jamaican accent, like a true Jamaican accent?
My Jamaican accent is terrible. Terrible.
Like true Jamaican accent.
Hold on, when the man go down there.
No.
But you know what, to somebody who's not a true Jamaican,
right,
that sounds authentic as fuck.
Right.
But to a real Jamaican, they know.
That's how she on the movie. When we watch the movie, she say, he not Jamaican. I'm like,
I'm going to tell you something which is so funny. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but if you've never seen it, watch it and you'll know what I mean.
Which one?
Now, Denzel Washington is one of our greatest actors of all time. Did you ever see The Mighty Quinn?
Long time ago. It was years. I haven't watched that in a while.
And this is why I have such a respect, and you have to have such a respect for certain aspects of the game. Because when I say everything don't translate, like Denzel is one of the greatest actors of all time. I can name a lot of great actors, but doing an accent is one of the hardest things to do. And you would think, as great as an actor as Denzel is, he could pull that off. His Jamaican accent is so terrible. At one point in certain scenes, his attempt to do a Jamaican accent sounds like an attempt, and he just bleeds right into losing it.
But most of them are terrible. Most actors, when they do Jamaican accents, are terrible. The ones that I find that are really, really good, I have to research, and they usually always have like a mother who is Jamaican or somebody, you know, so they've been already talking like that.
Right. I noticed they put a lot of emphasis on man.
Yeah.
The man go downstairs, man. You know, but Denzel was like, what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go upstairs. I mean, it would start out horrible and then turn American. You got to see it. I mean, it's just bad.
I got to watch it again and really pay attention.
And I love me some Denzel like everybody else, and he is one of the greatest actors of all time.
Yes,
my favorite. But I was like, damn, they didn't hire a dialect coach or somebody that could pull him to the side? Because it's terrible.
It's very bad.
Because what's her name just got an Oscar the other day, too, for the first time. Oh, my God. What's black actress? Name of the best black actress.
Angela Bassett.
Just got her first Oscar. I saw it the other day.
Was that
her first one?
Was it an Oscar or was it a Grammy?
No, it was an Oscar. But
right, yeah.
When was the Oscars on?
That's what I was wondering, but I saw it posted the other day that she just got her.
Too.
You saw it that she got her first. But it wasn't
like during. I didn't see it on TV.
I didn't see it. I saw it on social media.
Yeah, it was like
you gotta be careful.
They slid her a secret award,
and I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
Is Eddie Murphy still? Have he still never gotten nothing from them?
No. And that's terrible.
Something you said earlier was so riveting. The fact of we can't wait on people to honor us, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk.